Hello everyone, this is Chaim Durst, the Wordmuse. Today I would like to talk about the most important topic that I've ever covered for the college application process, and that is branding. I've covered it in a previous video, but I wanted to reinforce it because it's been on my mind today. Why do I start each video with, hello, this is Chaim Durst, the Wordmuse? Because that is a brand that I've created for myself that I want to embed in your mind. Wordmuse, someone who thinks about language. When I think back on the most effective essays, each season, each one of them has a very unique brand. There's one student who talks to his cigarette back and forth. He is the cigarette boy, or the one who throws away his cigarette. There's one who's walking into a PC room and playing a game Final Fantasy. He's the Final Fantasy boy. There's a young lady who talks to an advertisement at a bus stop. She's the advertisement lady, right? Each one of those conveys a clear and effective brand about the student. I have another student who's talking to their cacti. They're the cacti person. Whether it's a cigarette, whether it's a game, whether it's an advertisement, or whether it's a cacti, each one of those conveys a very clear brand. If you do not create a brand for yourself, you are going to get lost in the shuffle. There's just no way around that. How many students are applying to your dream school? 30,000, 35,000? What's the acceptance rate? 5, 6%? I bet every one of those students who are accepted has a very clear brand for themselves. Only by doing so can the admissions officer go, I want this person. I'm intrigued by this person. I want this person to be a part of this community so that they can share their brand with others. When you write your essay, there are many ways to convey that brand. But before you start writing, I want you to take a blank piece of paper and write in the middle of the page your name. And then next to it, what is your brand? Put all sorts of things that you associate with yourself, right? So if I put my name is Chaim. I love words, okay. I'm a storyteller. I'm a friend. I'm a teacher. I'm all of these things. So what do they start to what do they shape into? What shape do they form? Right? Make that shape into a brand. What's the color of that shape? Does it have sharp edges? Is it rounded? What would it taste like? Ask yourself several questions. If you were a cereal, what would you call yourself? If you were a band, what would you name yourself? If you were a soft drink, what would you call yourself? That's a good question because soft drink, the name conveys the taste, conveys the color, the experience, the feeling, all of those things you have to convey in your essay. Another question I ask students is, could the reader pick you out from a lineup of 30,000 people? Could they say, that is the Final Fantasy boy. That is the cacti person. Yes. Well, if you're carrying a cacti, they could pick you out. If you have on your t-shirt Final Fantasy, that's you. You need to be able to give the reader clues so they can pick you out and so they're intrigued by you. Think about that the soft drink question, because that will allow you to use all of the senses that you have. Wait a second, what do I taste like? What do I look like? What do I feel like? All of those things are embedded in your brand. When you write your essay, your brand is more important than anything else. more important than the story you tell, more important than the language you use, the syntax, the vocabulary, anything else. Because your brand is all that will be left in the reader's mind after they're done reading it. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chaim Durst, the Word Muse.